Ezekiel chapter 4 verse 16. Moreover he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight, and with care, and they shall drink water by measure, and with astonishment, that they may want bread and water, and be astonished one with another, and consume away for their iniquity. And brothers been saying that word iniquity means sin. All praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh Barasham Yahushai Bahasham Racha HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. I'm your brother Marco from the Great Millstone Jamaica camp, with another lesson here to feed the potential elect through the spirit and power of Yahweh Barasham Yahushai. Now I just want to say a few things here on the current situation, economic situation here in Jamaica. But first, before I even say it, you know, who can remember, who can remember the interview Andrew Wallace did, you know, the horrible brown dog. The brother Yashaya from the James Kingston camp, he did a beautiful lesson here called Look at You Begging Nicely, and they deleted the page. His page was called GMS Hope and Pray. I forgot exactly what it's called now, but if I find it, I'm going to put it in the description box, Lord's willing. You know, and basically it was an interview with the Canadian Prime Minister and Andrew Wallace and two more Prime Ministers. And they were speaking about the economic strain on the countries, and, you know, Andrew Wallace basically was begging, you know, to ease the pressure of collecting the money, the IMF collecting the money that the country owed, because we're in a state of chaos now via the pandemic and more. Now, they deleted my channel, GMS 5 Precepts, as well, and a lot of information in it. So this is the channel that I'm running with now, GMS 5 Precepts, JA. You understand? So maybe subscribe, you know, for further edification if you haven't subscribed as yet. But there's a video I want to play, you know, there's a video I really want to play here from the CVM news room. I'm just going to play it and we're going to get some scriptures, man, you know.
The Jamaican dollar continues to lose value, this as it depreciated last week Thursday to its lowest, trading at 155 Jamaican dollars to $1 US, and still it has been trading within that region up to Monday. But what does this mean for the average Jamaican?
Hold on, it says $155 to $1 US. So let's do the maths. You know, I'm not that bright. So it is 100 US, right? Times, it says $155, right? So 100 US dollars is worth what? 15,500 Jamaican dollars. You see that? Do you see where we're heading, man? This is called inflation. Speedily going into hyper-inflation. And Biles of the I forgot his first name, but his surname is Biles, of the BOJ in about 2013 said that the Jamaican dollar wouldn't slide past 111 Jamaican dollars to $1 US. No, you see where we're going, right? You can see the false prophets in this world. You can see where the society is heading. Don't you see it, right? Now let's get back to the video. So the lady said, what does this mean for Jamaica, right? So let's hear what some of these people have to say, right?
When I go to the supermarket, prices are always rising. Every week, see something add on. So that is the only way I can say it. It's really affecting me right now.
Well, in all actuality, the price isn't rising, man. It is the value of the dollar depreciating. So you have to add more to what, like for example, I have this, let's say this phone, this cell phone that is in my hand. When Samsung made it, basically, it has a value. And, you know, let's say the value was $5 for it. But because the dollar is depreciating, you know, the value is still $5. But because the value of the currency is depreciating, I had to put an next dollar on it. Or maybe two, or maybe three, maybe another $5. Because the currency is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So it's not actually the dollar is rising. The prices of goods, Salakia, is rising. Is the value of the dollar is depreciating, right? Which is inflation. So they have to be printing more money for more circulation. hey, bro, I'm telling you, man, we're heading in some crazy times, man. Some crazy times. Let me continue.
The light bill going up, we have to soon go back. We cannot manage it because of the devalue of the dollar. We something have to do about this. We want something have to do about this. This cannot stay like this.
Things get more expensive, gas prices go up and it goes get more expensive. Economist Ralston Hyman says the poor is getting poorer and the country's economy is weakening.
So if their spending is declining because the prices are increasing and they're either not working or underemployed and getting fixed income, it means that the pensioners, the householders and minimum wage, the fixed income earners, they're suffering, they're getting destitute because they won't be able to afford the basic necessities in order to survive.
He further explains the negative impact of the depreciation of the dollar on the country.
Every time the dollar falls by 1%, it means that the country's debt stock increased by $13 billion and the amount of interest that we have to use to service it increases by $661 million.
Oh my gosh. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Let me play it again, yeah? Baba Kwasha, let me play it again. Let me just play it again.
Explains the negative impact of the depreciation of the dollar on the country.
Every time the dollar falls by 1%, it means that the country's debt stock increased by $13 billion and the amount.
Every time the dollar depreciates by 1%, it means the country's debt increases by $13 billion. Now, continuing.
The interest that we have to use to service it increases by $661 million.
And the interest increases by $661 million. Now, who's gonna pay that? Who's gonna pay that, man? The country doesn't even have money to pay that. And the honorable brown dog, remember, you were the one that said you was looking to divest the Water Commission. PJ Patterson, former Prime Minister, he had already divested most of the resources that the country needed for a GDP. You understand? So in other words, the people of Jamaica stand as assurance or surety for this debt. In other words, the government is going to have to default on this debt, man. Bringing your asses back into slavery all over again and a new world order, man. You see, all these things going to tie into one, man. And this is prophecies, man. This is prophecy. And Tower the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that he is going to intervene and get us out of this hell. You understand? Haggai chapter 1 verse 5. Now therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. This is the Lord speaking, man. He says, consider your ways. You have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. You drink, but ye are not filled with drink. You clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. Thus say the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of hosts, consider your ways, man. And these things are happening for the fulfillment of prophecy, man. And for also for the wicked, you know. Even the wicked among Jake, our people, the Israelites, so-called Latinos, Native American Indians, so-called Negroes. The Lord is going to bring this whip on your asses, man. For what? For rebelling against his word, man. Why? Because the prophets out there, you know, we're prophesying. Ultimately, it's to fulfill prophecy. But, you know, on a lower level, because they're prophesying, you know, telling you of these prophecies that's about to happen. And you refuse to hear. So, therefore, you know, whether you want to hear or whether you want to forbear, we're supposed to tell you that, thus say the Lord, these things are going to come. You know, so let's get back to the video a bit.
$62 of the debt is denominated in foreign currency, particularly the US dollar.
This, he says, may result in less doctors and teachers being employed and less money being available for infrastructural development.
In other words, that's called austerity. Yeah, go and look it up. That's when the government has to cut spending. So you see all them students that took a student loan to go and study to be a teacher, a doctor, that's not gonna happen. See, even if you're a private doctor, but most of these things gonna cut. Because the country has not enough money to sustain itself. But nevertheless, you have the horrible brown dog, right? A man like Daryl Vaz going around. I'm speaking of personal experience, and I challenge them, and basically they run, saying that the economy is growing. How the hell can the economy be growing, saving for debt, and the dollar keep on sliding, man? No, you might have the ignorant of the people that say, no, I'll get $100 from my cousin in America, and I got $15,000. Not understanding that the spending power of the dollar is depreciating. It would be better if if the Jamaican dollar was $1 to $1 Jamaican dollar to $1 US. That would be more power. Because if I'm not mistaken, when the US dollar first came out, how is it? I think it was, bear with me. I think it was $1 Jamaican dollars to $3 US dollars, if I'm not mistaken, man. Yeah, $1 Jamaican dollar to $3 US dollars. So the power, because Jamaica was under the rule of the British monarch. Well, they're still under the rule of the British monarch. You understand? So $1 Jamaican dollar was worth $3 US dollars, man. And look at it now. To the fast forward into 2021. $1 US dollar is what? 155 Jamaican dollars, and keep on sliding, man. It's gonna get worse. I've been saying this for years, man. We've been saying this for years, man. Starting from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone all the way down. We've been saying this, man. See, life ain't about cookies and cream no more. We're living in the time of serious judgment. How great debt is gonna come up on the society, man. Believe it or not, great debt is coming. Anyway.
Hyman says the foreign exchange market is defective and needs to be adjusted.
We'd also like to see a circuit breaker system in the foreign
exchange. Salakia, my mom's calling me. 1 second.